right, joining me now, Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin of Wisconsin, who made history in 2012 when she became the first openly gay American elected to the U.S. Senate. Senator Baldwin, your reaction to today's ruling?
Oh, just joy. You know, love is love, family is family, and discrimination against anyone's love or anyone's family is wrong. And now the U.S. Supreme Court has said it's also unconstitutional. This is a huge milestone in our march towards equality and freedom.
It's just remarkable to me how quickly the politics of this have changed. I watched then Senator Hillary Clinton on the floor of the Senate in 2004 talking about marriage being between one man and one woman, about how central child rearing was to it, which was at the time the consensus position of not just the Republican Party, the conservative movement, or evangelicals, but the Democratic Party, of every national Democratic leader practically. And in 10 years, we're going to watch the White House be lit up in rainbow colors tonight. Can you get your head around what's happened?
You know, it's very exciting to see the change that we've seen just in recent years. But I have to say, this is an issue that I've been working on since at least the mid-90s. And we questioned ourselves back then, will we ever see the day? And how incredible and exciting it is. And also to see the progress of American public opinion and how far we've come. And the history in this country is that each generation leaves to the next an America that's more equal, not less.
The politics of this are not completely gone, of course. The court issued a 5-4 decision, 4 dissenting opinions, and we've also gotten statements from a variety of presidential candidates on the Republican side saying they don't agree with the decision. Your home state governor, Scott Walker, who many anticipate will declare for president, saying not only does he not agree with the opinion, but he supports a constitutional amendment that would reverse it. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm pretty shocked at his statement today on the eve of his announcing his candidacy for the presidency. You know, just a year ago, he said very different things about this. He said, my opinion's not really relevant. It's in the Constitution. He should embrace those words today because the court has found that discrimination is unconstitutional. Later in the year, he basically said it was settled. As state after state began to recognize same-sex marriages as marriage equality battles were won in the states across this country. And today's statement was shocking, and I think Republican primary voters ought to ask some tough questions about his recent change in tone and change in opinion.
Many court watchers thought that this would be the opinion the court delivered, partly because of the way that the Windsor decision was structured, partly because of the tremendous near unanimity of lower courts in ruling that that decision required essentially states to recognize all couples. How much, having worked on this for 2 decades, was there a kind of pit in your stomach that you could wake up and be disappointed?
You know, I was feeling very hopeful about this case for so many different reasons, many of which you have just cited. But I really believed that it was going to come out the way it did. And I can't tell you how delighted I am to be able to celebrate, again, this important step in the march towards full equality and freedom. But we do have more steps to take in that march. As we know, still some states have not passed laws to protect people in the LGBT community from discrimination of a variety of sorts. And there are many who fear that, you know, you could get married in the morning and still fired in the afternoon in too many states in this nation. So it is a huge milestone, and we're so joyous, but we have more work to do.
Yeah, it's remarkable to wrap your head around the fact that there are dozens of states in the union right now in which you can get married in the morning, put a picture of your spouse up in your cubicle, and be fired for it legally that very same day. So work left to be done. But Senator Tammy Baldwin, thank you and congratulations on a huge day.
Thank you so much, Chris.